It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get to see a battle for conference superiority. It's the Washington Commanders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Coming up next.
Well, punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Heineke now. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Heineke to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. They juked him. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. To throw is Heineke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Heineke. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Heineke. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for.
2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, He's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive for 4 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Commanders' offense with Taylor Heineke in charge heading back out. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. We'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On play action, Heineke. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now this one really is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the 1st half.
And all that celebrating that you're seeing here from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Lawrence, he's into the secondary. Touchdown, Jaguars! Zay Jones, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Extra point try now for Patterson. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Commanders' offense set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Heineke. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw on 2nd and 6. Heineke. That one complete out to Dotson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Looking to throw. Heineke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be taken at the 10. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it is 42-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. First possession in the second half now for Washington. Heineke on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, Gibson. And And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Heineke. Flushed it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Josh Allen drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Now here comes Jacksonville. We'll get another look at Zay Jones.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you can get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So a moment to catch our collective breath. Back now in Jacksonville. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. Boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
The partner, he has carried them in this ball game, throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
On the draw, it's Gibson.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Heineke, throw complete there to Thomas.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by Sly is up and good
as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Running room at the 50. Look out. Jamal Agnew. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. A first down throw for Heineke.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's a fumble.
But it looked like Washington got it back, and indeed they did. It remains Commanders football.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up 2nd down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty here?
Possibly.
Either that or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go ahead and use the downs.
Now he's forced out right. His throw incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll wind up netting positive yardage out of this as he's able to get it up near the 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, fans usually